This is Tetteh-Quarcoo, ID number 11254007. I'm working on the DCIT 301 operating systems mini project, question one. And it was I am to simulate memory management in operating systems. I'm to use a program which will use the first fit algorithms to simulate memory management. So creating the program, I use Java. I have four files. Memory block, memory block.java. In this Java file, it defines everything that has to do with the memory block, the size, the whether it has been allocated to a process or not, which will be used in the memory manager.java file, which will be shown soon. So it has some getters and setters. In the memory manager.java, it has the first fit algorithm, the best fit algorithm, and then a method to deallocate memory when the process is done. And then in my memory manager file, I have a method that merges any free blocks which are contiguous. Any continuous two free blocks, to merge them together to form one free block. In a memory panel.java file, I have a graphical representation of the memory simulation, which you will see in the memory manager GUI, which is the graphical user interface. In my graphical user interface, let me run it. In my graphical user interface, a user can enter a process ID, let's say this process ID 1, allocate any amount of memory at all, with the total memory starting at 1000. So if I allocate 50 as process 1, at the beginning of the process, at the beginning of the simulation, everything is free. Whether I use the best fit or first fit, it will allocate at the same point. It doesn't. There's no difference between the best fit and first fit. So let me allocate a few more. 70 process 2, 30 process 3, 80 process 4, 20 process 5, and then 40 process 6. Let me change to best fit first. It will always, so as it was going on, it will allocate behind the next, in the next amount of space it gets, it will allocate the next process. So right now, all this process has been occupied. Now to create fragments and simulate how memory is managed, now we can deallocate some processes. I'll deallocate the first process, and this is the memory panel, what the memory panel does. That is why it's graphically represented. So the first process is now free. Let me deallocate the third and deallocate the fifth. So now we have this free, this free, this free, giving us fragments, space fragments. So we have 50 free here, 30 free here, 20 free here, 50 free there. So now we can play around with whether it's best fit or first fit. 30, allocating 30 to my new process 7. If I'm to use first fit, it will just allocate it here. Let's see, allocate. So it will allocate it here, leaving another fragment. But if I was to use, so let me deallocate that. If I'm to use best fit, same 30, same ID, but best fit, it will now go through the free spaces and allocate it to the one that best fits, which will be this process, this free. So allocate. So it will allocate it somewhere here. Oh, sorry, I didn't change the best fits. Yeah. So it has come to allocate it here instead of the first fit which you allocate it within the first free space it finds. Now let me deallocate. Let's work with another one. Let's say 10. 10. First fit will allocate it within the first block because that's the one that is free. But best fit will allocate it within the best block, which will be the 20 that is free, although it will still have some amount of memory fragmented over there. It's better that way. So it's allocated to. Let me use now that 30 best fit should allocate it here. 10 first fit will allocate it here, right behind this. So that's how the memory is managed. First fit algorithm will always allocate within the first free space it finds, but best fit will search through the free memory that is available, even the fragment, and then find the one that will best fit it, which will leave minimal fragmentation within memory. So this is how it runs. So what happens is that for the first fit, it's best for systems that need speed rather than space. So systems that the processes need to move in very quickly and they require speed. So they don't bother about the memory management. They bother about how quick can you get the processing. And first fit is always quick because to find it will use the first available memory. But best fit is for memory management when you want to really manage the amount of memory you have and not waste the memory. We don't want to waste the memory, then you use best fit. That way to find the best allocation for each process. But it can sometimes be slower because it always has to run through all the free spaces and find the best space within which the process can be allocated. That is how the memory management works. And this is my project.